And what is going on, everybody? My name is Travis, and welcome to SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and welcome to another Golden State Warriors post-game live stream, and another tough loss for the Warriors against a very good team in the Denver Nuggets. Warriors dropped this one 114 to 104. But what an incredible performance by Stephen Curry, continuing to put on a show night in and night out. Pretty much it seems like every single night, Curry doing amazing things. Tonight with 35 points, a double-double performance with 11 rebounds and 4 assists. But the big performance, Nikola Jokic, he had the triple-double. He just went completely off in this game with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. And, Warriors had a chance, in the fourth quarter. We kind of we kept trading buckets with the Nuggets there towards the end. And, we were down by like 9 or 10 and just could not close the gap to. But, this was a good effort. And again, Nuggets are having they're off to a phenomenal start, and they are, a big threat in the West. So welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. So great to have you here. We are going to break down this game. And, let's get to some comments here. We got a Go Warriors. Welcome in, Tyler Burbeck. So great to see you, as always. We are going to bounce back from this loss. We got Rhyme Cian. What is going on? How are you doing? How is everyone doing tonight? We got Thomas Grinelli. Welcome into the show. Do you think do you think the Warriors can still make the playoffs? I love it, this question. And yes, I absolutely believe this Warriors team is going to make the playoffs, even despite how deep and competitive the Western Conference is. Again, the last two losses are they hurt, they're tough, but you look at the opponents, the Clippers and Nuggets. And look, Warriors are still at 500 right now at 6-6. And of course, we got another big game coming up in LA against the defending champion Lakers. That's going to be a big matchup. Let's see. I'm not mad. I was afraid we were going to get blown out, but James Wiseman went off. Absolutely. You just love what we're seeing from the 19-year-old rookie. It is just insane. And, he only played 3 college games, and now it has been drafted, and tonight playing his 12th NBA game. And he put up 18 points in 27 minutes with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Wiseman at 240 pounds and 7 feet tall. Are you kidding me? 7 feet tall. And he is definitely the most exciting rookie in the league this year. And wow, it is such a treat that, we get to see him night in and night out. Doing well, just bummed. Oh, yeah, we got big news. I did hear about that, and going to try to do a stream on that probably sometime tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And, I'm excited for Robert Saleh. Not going to go too much into it, but, best of luck in New York. I know he's going to turn around that culture with the Jets. We got 49ers diehard fan. Welcome in to the show. Yeah, it's just tough. It's tough. I love Robert Saleh, everything about him, his energy, his intensity. And, he is going to do great things in New York. And, we just got to bring in the right guy to come in as defensive coordinator. And we got a quick San Francisco Giants question. I definitely believe this rotation is going to get us to the playoffs. And we have such an incredible offense as well. Something, that we haven't been able to say in years past. So I cannot wait. The rotation is even more, more in depth than what we had in 2020. And we were still very competitive, possibly, but I think they'll blow it in the playoffs. If you're talking about the Warriors or, it's going to be tough. Obviously, the West is very deep, but I do think, the Warriors, I do think that they can, run the table in the West. They're going to get the best fight out of everyone, as always. And, it's going to be such competitive series. But, I would not count out the Warriors' chances of, knocking off a top team, even the Lakers. And, that was my before the season prediction. And, I'm standing by that, even with the Lakers fans calling me crazy, that, again, I believe the Warriors team and, the culture that the Warriors have built, that is just amazing. That, they get the best in and night out from, every single player. And it is a team effort. And I mean, it's just incredible that, and now you got the 19-year-old rookie, transformational talent in James Wiseman. Getting an opportunity to learn from multiple future Hall of Famers in Curry, Thompson, and Draymond Green. And this team is such a fun team to watch. And big shout out to Alex Wood. Welcome to San Francisco. Big pickup, and I'm excited about it. He's going to be, good, solid for our rotation. And I think he'll, again, he pitched very well in the postseason. So hoping he can, rediscover that all-star form that he had with the Dodgers. 49ers don't need DeShaun Watson. We need a fresh player that Shanahan can build around. Just a random opinion. I agree. Absolutely. Definitely. I mean, I saw again, DeShaun Watson would be a nice quarterback to have, but, I would not go that route. I mean, because to me right now, I'm going with Jimmy Garoppolo to start 2021. And I feel like, if you can get like a Zach Wilson or, another great quarterback, Justin Fields, I don't know if he'll be available, obviously, but, there could be a good quarterback to get. And so yeah, we don't want to go too off topic here. Breaking down more about this game, man. Stephen Curry going off. Just love to see it. A double-double, 35 points and 11 rebounds. And again, like we said, Nikola Jokic just went off. And I mean, multiple players on the Nuggets, they went off tonight. Jamal Murray had 17 points with 9 rebounds and 6 assists. You had Will Barton with 17 points. And yeah, just a tough game tonight, but again, I feel like the Warriors played very competitive in this one, and again, all you can ask for is a chance at the end. And I mean, with 6 minutes to go, you're only down by 10 or so, and so what I mean, if you go on a run to finish the game, and this Warriors team is very capable of going on insane runs. Obviously, unfortunately, of late, it's been other teams doing that to the Warriors, with it having now happened twice in the last couple weeks. Teams going on an insane run, the Clippers, and doing that. And then also, the Trailblazers as well. So, it's just tough when you have those runs go against you in the end. But yeah, I mean, this loss again, a tough opponent, but, Warriors going to bounce back strong. And, you got the Lakers coming up. So it's going to be another fun test to see how the Warriors do against the Lakers. Should the Giants sign George Springer? Oh, wow. Great question there. I feel like, I mean, initially off the top of my head, I feel like I wouldn't do it just because, well, I don't know. I think it'd have to be the right amount of money because, Farhan Zaidi doesn't like to obviously go, to spend overpay for a guy. And Springer is going to command a big contract. And, we have a lot of young up and coming outfielders. Hilly Ramos is coming. And, we have Mauricio Dubon playing center field now. We got Mike Yastrzemski. So, I feel like this outfield is going to be phenomenal. Austin Slater, so we got a early pick of the game. James Wiseman really looking like a front runner to win Rookie of the Year. Most definitely, I agree with you, Tyler, and I love it from James Wiseman. He has just been so incredible, so exciting, so much fun to watch. And even, the last game, of course, he had the 5 fouls early, which, of course, that hurt the Warriors against the Pacers. And I might have misspoken earlier. I think I said Trailblazers went on a run, but it was Pacers and Clippers that did that to the Warriors at the end of games. But Wiseman, just love to see it and to continue to see his development. Again, I just cannot believe he is just 19 years old and he is playing, with such, he is just so relaxed out there. And, I think that is a testimony to, again, the culture that the Warriors have built and the nucleus that is surrounding him, guys that he can learn from. Again, multiple future Hall of Famers and just the amount of knowledge, like he is a sponge and he is soaking up all of that knowledge around him, and he's not even 20 years old. So can you just imagine like how great he can be? I mean, he's going to be out the roof. And yeah, again, we're so early into the season, just 12 games in, and I think it's just going to get better and better. And to be able to follow that story on this team, and then of course Curry, who I think potentially is likely to win an MVP this season. I mean, he is off to such a hot start, and look, after last year missing a lot of time with the broken hand injury, I'm expecting Curry to, again, keep doing what he's doing. And, he's just been tearing it up. It has just been phenomenal to see. And, again, big comeback story for Curry. Let's see. Warriors are stacked, especially now Steph got it back. OMG, he is insane. Just need Clay back and we'll be on top. Absolutely. And, like I said, I still think, this Warriors team can win a championship this year. I mean, it's going to take every ounce of strength, everyone putting in their best. I mean, just getting the best out of everyone, putting in, the team effort and grinding away. And, this team can do it. And, again, obviously it was so devastating to lose Klay Thompson, for a second straight year now that we don't get a chance to watch him play. And, it's just heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. And, I cannot wait to see Thompson back and to see him with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green and this nucleus. And, and again, I'm happy the Warriors got a chance to, again, go make a deep run potentially this year. We know last year, of course, with multiple stars down, we ended up having a really bad record, but it ended up landing us James Wiseman. So that is huge. Pacers and Raptors. Oh, yeah. So talking about that, the runs. Oh, yeah, Raptors too also. They, that was a 1-point victory over the Raptors. They put up a run too. So, again, 12 games in, it's been a lot of fun basketball. We've had some very good games. And, again, the West is just completely stacked right now. So many teams are doing well, and, they improved in the offseason. And so, you love to see the competitiveness in the West. And the West has always been more competitive than the Eastern Conference. But now the Eastern Conference is starting to pick it up, which I'm happy about that, that they can finally, so you love to see that when the competition is just getting better all around. And again, it brings out the best out of everyone. So, no matter how good you are, it's always, what have you done for me lately? And so that's what I think you love to see, how players respond to adversity, to, you just love to see when they're always hungry for more, to get better and to improve other aspects of their game and to sharpen, those things. And that's very exciting, very fun to follow. And now looking at other performances in this game, Andrew Wiggins with 16 points. Wiggins, what a phenomenal addition, getting him last year in that trade. That was huge. When the Warriors made that trade last year, I was pumped about it, and, I liked it a lot. And, what you couldn't wait for was to see Wiggins and, Curry and Draymond Green and everyone, and, seeing him fit into this offense. And, you're seeing his strengths, be able to really come to fruition with the Warriors. And it's been very exciting to watch and follow. And Kelly Oubre Jr. had 14 points tonight. So he's continuing to improve, and you love to see that with him. Of course, big trade to get him from the Thunder. And, for him to bring in, that scoring with, Thompson having, trying, of course, you're not going to be able to replace, a Klay Thompson, but, you can bring in guys that are going to help and put up some points and score. Yes. So Chicago Bulls are my favorite team. Warriors are my second favorite team. But yeah, I love the Warriors. They're my second team. And, it's whenever the Bulls play the Warriors, that's the only time, of course, that I'm not going for the Warriors. Always, my favorite team, Chicago Bulls. But any other time, of course, always rooting for the Warriors, just when they're not playing my Bulls. And yeah, it's been very fun. Again, I followed, this Warriors team ever since I became a basketball fan. When I went to my first Bulls versus Warriors game, November 21st, 2008. I was just an 8th grader in middle school. I never forget the day. It was my first NBA game, and it was a Friday. I remember being at school, thinking about it all day, and my mind just not even knowing what the experience was going to be like. And then I went to the game, and it was a phenomenal game. Derrick Rose, it was just his, it was just his 7th NBA game, his 7th ever NBA game in his rookie season. And he lit it up that night with 25 points and hit some big shots at the end of that game as well. And it was a fun game. Bulls won by 5, 115 to 110. And, after that game, I became such a big fan. Of course, my favorite team, the Bulls, but also of the Warriors, because, they were the local team and they were my second team. And so, yeah, from then I started watching Warrior games. That was the 2008, 2009 season. So I got to see them improve, when from 2008 to 2009, that was with Don Nelson. They had, 27 wins, I think, that year. But then the next year, they were able to draft Stephen Curry, 7th overall. And again, we know the rest is history to where we are now. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. 49ers diehard fan, and love the iconic 49ers logo in your profile pic here. That is awesome. And so, yeah, looking at, again, the Warriors right now are facing a big test upcoming. We know that they're getting the best of teams out there in the NBA, and this is a big test. Again, we're going to really find out what this Warriors team is made out of, because, again, when you're going on a tough stretch like this, when, you got the Lakers upcoming, you got the Spurs, you got a lot of teams that are very good coming up. And yeah, if the Warriors are still in good standing in the standings, we'll see where things are setting up in terms of the playoffs. But yeah, right now, we'll take it 6-6. I think, haven't checked the latest on the standings, but Warriors probably your 7th or 8th, or hanging kind of around there. But yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I can't wait to see these games upcoming. And again, I think you're going to continue to see these players just get better. And, we have to remember too that, hold on, let me hydrate for a sec real quick. We have to remember too that, we haven't had excuse me. We haven't had a chance to watch, the Warriors play in almost 280 days or so. So, with this team, they're still kind of learning a feel for everyone and their strengths and weaknesses. And so, yeah, that's just going to keep getting better. Last year, all the talk was on Tom Brady going to free agency. Do you think the 49ers season could have been better if we got him and started Jimmy G and then get him in? And so yeah, I personally don't think signing Brady, my personal opinion, but I don't think signing Brady would have been a good idea at all. I was not a fan of doing that, because to me, Jimmy Garoppolo is your starter, and obviously 49ers could have got a backup. So I think, again, they wouldn't have been able to pay the type of money that Tom Brady would have commanded. So I think, where we could have probably made a better decision. And again, we don't live in the past. We move forward. But as we all know. But yeah, that's what I think. We should have probably got a veteran backup, because, we relied on Mullins and Befford as our backups. And, again, Befford looked very good to finish out the year. And Mullins, it was unfortunate that things happened the way they did. Got fun. Let's see this. I went to my first Warriors game at Oracle, Warriors Kings, and we blew out. And I got to see Clay go off for his 37-point quarter, man. Just a fantastic way to be at a first game. That is incredible. Love this story, Tyler. And you know what? I remember watching that game. on TV. I was watching it. And so that is surreal to know that you were at this game. Just incredible. The performances that we have gotten a chance to see over the years with Curry and Thompson. And, I have also been to a Warriors Kings game. I think it was 2010 it was. And went with my family and my cousins. And that was really a lot of fun. So That is just awesome. Thank you for sharing this. And yeah, we are going to be wrapping up the post game tonight. So before we wrap up the show, we are going to get to our picks of the game. So feel free, if you would like, to comment your pick of the game. As we know, Tyler has selected James Wiseman, the rookie 19-year-old center. What a phenomenal game for the rookie with 18 points. He just continues to get better and improve. And I am taking Stephen Curry for his incredible double-double performance, 35 points and 11 rebounds and 4 assists. You are getting the best out of Stephen Curry, and you just love to see it. And yeah, I mean, I really do think he's going to average a career high this season. I think his career high is probably like 29 points a game. So look, I think he's going to get 30, 31, 32, and win an MVP this season. So Curry is my pick of the game, and keep doing what you're doing, Curry. It is just phenomenal. You just love to see it. And yeah, Warriors got a big matchup upcoming against the Lakers. And so before we wrap up, be sure, picking James Wiseman, phenomenal selection. Love it. And before we wrap up, be sure, if you haven't done so, I really appreciate, smash up that like button. It really helps out the channel big time. And, all it takes is just 1 second to smash that like. And, it means the world to me. And it really cheers me up and really helps out the YouTube algorithm so that YouTube can recommend this stream, this video, to as many Warriors fans, Nuggets fans, and all basketball fans out there. So thank you so much again, everyone, for all your tremendous support. Really means a lot. Before we sign off, let's see. I think LaMelo, he is a rebound assist monster. LaMelo for Rookie of the Year. Yeah, that would be a great pick. Melo is off to a hot start. And so, yeah, I think I'm definitely my pick would be James Wiseman. And so we'll see. It's going to be a fun rookie race to see who is going to win in the end. And so before we end the show, thank you again, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your night. We will see you all later. Dub Nation, go Warriors. Let's beat LA on Monday. We got this. Have a good one, everyone. Take care, and we will see